Greetings, dear viewer. It is my absolute privilege and pleasure to welcome you to the road to Kaylee Bell and NAVVY, also featuring Foley. Alrighty, it is Friday the 22nd of March 2024, and allow me to quickly explain the artists that'll be featured in this video. So, Kaylee Bell is a New Zealand artist who I think is primarily based overseas, but they're like a country musician, which I did not expect. First time hearing them, I didn't think, well, I didn't know that we had many, like, country genre musicians here in New Zealand, so that was pretty cool, but I didn't know anything about her. The first time I heard her was because she did a song called Life is Tough, But So Am I, with NAVVY. Now, NAVVY is an artist that I do like, and I have followed for well over 5 years, going all the way back to when I used to work in a sports fashion retailer in Wanganui, of all places, and I was in charge of doing the music for the store, and they pretty much exclusively said, nah, it's just got to be pop music. So I was trying to find, New Zealand pop artists, and NAVVY was one of them. And also, more prominently, is because NAVVY opened for one of my favourite bands at the time, Openside, and that's how I discovered them. Same with Foley, that's how I discovered a lot of my favourite New Zealand bands, is because they opened for Openside. So naturally, I've been a really big fan of NAVVY for many years. I do believe that song they released together was the first song that NAVVY had released since Back to You, which was another sort of collab, and I think that might have been like 2021, 2022, but aside from that, like, she had a really strong run, like 2018 to 2020, just so many EPs and incredible songs. I think Pieces was the last big one, and then she moved to the UK and was always putting, like, snippets on her social media about being in the studio and stuff, and I was always getting excited, but then no songs would happen, so I think she's been very busy writing and producing for, like, other artists, so she's got so many writing credits and stuff. And it's thanks to her involvement with Kaylee Bell that now I know Kaylee Bell, and this opportunity has presented itself, because Kaylee Bell is doing a New Zealand tour, which you might think, oh, New Zealand artist doing a New Zealand tour, that's not special. But like I said, she's based overseas, I'm pretty sure. And so is NAVVY. NAVVY lives in the UK. So the fact that they're both here doing a little tour together is awesome. Now, you might also be wondering, you live in Wellington, why didn't you go to the Wellington show? Because when Kaylee Bell was in Wellington, it was part of a festival lineup. And I'm 99% sure NAVVY wasn't performing. And seeing as I'm more of a fan of NAVVY, I was like, well, I want to see, NAVVY perform with Kaylee Bell. And it just so happened that they were doing a show in Palmerston North, which is, where I grew up, and my family's there. My mother likes Kaylee Bell, I like NAVVY, so I thought, sweet, why not make a day of it? And that's literally what it is. It's literally like an overnight stay. I'm going to visit family. It's got to be quite emotional because it's my first time being home since my brother passed away, so it's going to be very heavy, but also very fun. And again, when that song came out, it was when my family and I were going through, like, the grieving process, and then out comes the song Life is Tough, But So Am I. Like, that was an amazing song. Easily my favourite. So, yeah, that was kind of like my gateway to Kaylee Bell. Now I like Kaylee Bell as well. And I haven't listened to all her albums and music, but I have listened to the new release, which is Nights Like This, which also has the song with NAVVY on it, which, is awesome. So I've listened to the album a few times. So I'm not going to know every single song and be able to sing along, but NAVVY is the opening act. So I'm going to sing along to all those songs. And you might be wondering, what's Foley have to do with it? Well, I wasn't going to do a Road to video because I wasn't sure of is this a concert or a gig? Because I usually do Road to videos just for concerts. But I figure, I'm going out of town. It's at an actual, like, theatre, like an actual place. And also, I think it'll be, cute and fun. Just going to a nice show with my mother and having a nice time. So that'll be cool. And also, Foley is performing in Wellington tomorrow. It's part of the CubaDupa festival. So I figured, hey, triple New Zealand band Road to video, I guess. It'll primarily be Kaylee Bell and NAVVY, but also a bit of Foley thrown in there at the end. Anyway, it is about 3:45, and my bus leaves at 3:30. So I should probably stop recording and get packed. Alright, time to take a bus to Palmerston North. Oh my goodness, what a kerfuffle, but I'll let future me explain. Meanwhile, here's Mum.
Hey!
And here's what we're going to see. Kaylee Bell, featuring NAVVY. But yes, I will let future me explain, what we just went through. Ah yes, future me, saying what happened. Okay, so before the burgers, my Uber from my place to the bus station came from town and then drove past my house and back into town. And then all the way back again, which means I made it to the bus with like 2 minutes to spare. And I thought that was bad enough. But Bleedenack went to... Don't want to be mean to hospitality workers. Don't blame the workers whatsoever. But basically, we had an hour and a half to grab food, go home, get changed and give Dad something to eat, drop Dad's dinner off basically, and maybe pet the cat and then come back into town. So we went to, Mum grabbed a noodle canteen for Dad and I went to get a burger from Burger Fuel. Well, burger and shake, and Mum got some fries. And long story short, the Hurricanes, the rugby team, were playing in town and they ordered 80 meals, which included 75 burgers. And they were being prioritized over every customer and Uber Eats driver. So you had an entire place jam-packed. And we were there, like, it must have been right before the order came through or something, because there were only 2 people in queue. It was us and somebody else. And so we put our orders in, and that was only when they started making all these other things. We were like, what's going on there? And then over the next 45 minutes... we saw so many poor people, like Uber Eats drivers were coming in to pick up stuff, and stuff wasn't ready, and basically we had to say, sorry Dad, you're going to have to drive all the way into town to pick up food. That's probably cold already. And it's one of those small world problems, first world problems sort of things, like, it's not really the end of the world, but it was just the fact that they kept saying to everyone, oh yeah, it'll be like a quarter of an hour wait, and it's like, no, it's not. And even when we finally got our burger after 45 minutes, they were still telling people coming in who were ordering, oh, it'll be 15 minutes, when it's not. So, screw the Hurricanes, and screw that one person that kept telling people it was 15 minutes, but at the same time, hospitality workers, they're, minimum wage, like, don't be mean to them. Some people were, it was mostly the Uber Eats drivers that were getting grumpy and stuff, which... I guess, but it's not like they don't lose money, right? They just lose out on time. Anyways, the moral of the story is that was frustrating, and yeah, screw the Hurricanes. But anyway, we are fed, we're excited, and we are across the road. There it is, the Regent. I haven't been here for ages. Yes, and there's Mum's sunset. Mum loves sunsets.
I like my sunsets.
But there we are heading in to look at merch. Maybe I can convince Mum to get me a shirt. I was hoping to get a shirt because Navy has her first ever merch, but it's the most expensive I've ever seen a shirt at a concert before, and that includes like, Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, Imagine Dragons, even Blink-182 and Red Hot Chili Peppers, so no shirt for me. Hello, future me, just popping in to say that there's a massive volume disparity between the Navy clips and the Kaylee Bell clips, so I'll let you know when to adjust your volume. But without further ado, Navy live in Palmerston North.
Movie screen when we parted, nothing left inside of me. Empty space where you had been. You were loyal to your secrecy. You caught me off guard and you came through. Hit me like a wave, but it felt like a flood. I wish I found more, say everything changed when you opened up. My love.
She was fabulous. My goodness. The first time I saw NAVVY, like I said, was back in 2019 when she opened for Openside. And she is still just as incredibly talented as she was back then, managing to captivate an entire room just herself. And obviously her friends doing the music behind her. But it was like, this one woman is just captivating the whole room. Very Florence of the Machine, I reckon. It was very, very cool. Being a seated venue, like, I expected more people to stand up and dance and stuff. I've never been to, like, a seated venue for a concert-y gig sort of situation. But, as soon as that first song came on and she started singing Mad at You, I was like, yeah, I was standing up the back, because thankfully, my mother and I were right in the middle at the back by the sound desk, so I wasn't blocking anyone or obscuring anyone's view, so I got up and was, like, dancing away with my phone light, like, yeah, absolutely, love the song, and then one of the ushers was like, could you sit down, please? I'm like, okay, yep, sure thing. And then, yeah, so everyone was sitting for the rest of it. And basically when the intermission was on, heaps of people went down to the front, like an actual proper concert, and standing by the stage for Kaylee Bell. I'm like, what? I would have loved to have gone and stood down the front. Granted, I would have been the only person. No, I wouldn't have been, because there were other people that were there for NAVVY as well. There was a few of them in the crowd that I saw on an Instagram story, but I don't know if they would have been brave enough to go to the front, but oh yeah, I would have gone and stood to the side stage like, yeah. But anyway, terrific performance. I was quite surprised. She didn't play some of her, like, most upbeat songs, like Subliminal and Pieces, but she did play, like, a wide variety of tracks. And apparently her most recent song from 2023 had been on the radio quite a bit, and there were a lot of people in the audience that had heard that song before, so I thought that was really cool. But anyway, she was so lovely. She came out afterwards to say hi to a couple of people and sent me a message like, yo, come upstairs and say hi. And because the location, Regent's on Broadway, I grew up in Palmerston North and did a lot of stuff with the choir and doing, like, stage shows and things. And so I've already, I knew, like, where everything was, and I thought, am I gonna have to go, like, behind the scene, like, in the side stage and stuff? But no, thankfully she came out to the lobby, and she was, like, signing posters for kids and stuff. And I also brought my CD, so I got that signed as well. And it was just cool. It was just cool being able to actually meet this person again after so many years that I've listened to their music for so long. And it was just really cool. She was really sweet and put on an excellent show. Now, once more, without further ado, the one, the only, Kaylee Bell. Oh my days. Oh, wow, that was so much fun. I've always kind of had a soft spot for country. I don't actively listen to country music, but she is full on, like, you might be Kiwi, but definitely, like, that's her genre. And it was so cool, because literally hours before the show, her album, Nights Like This, went #1. So she's got the #1 album in New Zealand. And she said that on stage, and she said that she doesn't have a label or a manager. And I'm like, wait, what? You're unsigned? That's crazy! To get, like, I was blown away when Foley, well, again, another one of my favourite bands, there they are, up there, when they managed to get their debut album, like, wide release, so they had their vinyl on Mighty Ape and GB Hi-Fi and stuff. For an unsigned artist to get, like, a wide release physical album is insane enough. But to get #1 in the country, when it's not LAB or 660 constantly over and over again, or Drax Project, that is incredible. So congratulations to Kaylee Bell. And yeah, it was a really, really fun show. She played most of her new album, and a few, like, older ones that people liked. And the moment that really got me was when, out of nowhere, I heard that familiar, and then, loving you isn't the right thing to do. And I looked at Mum and was like, it's Fleetwood Mac! It's Go Your Own Way! One of my favourite songs of all time. And I leapt out of the chair, and I was rocking out hard. I was going like, yeah. And as a result, the official, like, Kaylee Bell photographer has got a couple of shots of me, and I'm featured in some of the official videos on the Kaylee Bell social media page. Because, yeah, when that song played, I was not holding back. It was one of those, dance and sing like nobody's watching moments, because I was just screaming the lyrics because I love that song. And yeah, that's like, my mother has that album as well, because Rumours by Fleetwood Mac, I mean, buy it, own it, listen to it. But anyways, this is about NAVVY and Kaylee Bell. So NAVVY was fantastic. She came back on to perform Life is Tough, But So Am I, which is really nice. And I got a couple of the stickers somewhere. There we go. The Life is Tough But So Am I stickers. They were 2 for $10, which you might think, that's quite a lot of money for a sticker, but, like, gotta support the artist as best I could, because I did say I couldn't afford a t-shirt. That was just too much, $59, and considering the fact that I didn't really have any money whatsoever, but anyways, in saying that, thank you very much, Mum and Dad, for shouting me the bus ticket and the ticket to the gig. That was very much appreciated. But ultimately, it just turned out to be good timing, because I really liked NAVVY, Mum really liked Kaylee Bell, and then, they were both performing at the same time. And now I like Kaylee Bell as well, and Mum likes NAVVY as well. But the main thing I got, because it was only $15, was the poster. The Kaylee Bell featuring NAVVY poster. So when NAVVY came out at halftime, I got her to sign it, and then afterwards, Kaylee Bell came out and was doing, like, photos and signings with people. So I got a cool photo and a signature on the poster. So that'll go up, I'm not sure, next to Blink on the poster wall. I will find somewhere for it. But yes, overall, a very, very fun evening, and it was worth getting held up at Burger Fuel, because, well, it was worth it in the end. Oh, and of course, the main thing I want to show off, I will say it's probably not as special as I thought it would be, because, well, basically, you know me, I take a CD with me to gigs, in case I bump into the artist, which is a lot easier for a local artist. So I brought my CD, Nights Like This, got it signed by Kaylee Bell, and by NAVVY on the back, and, normally I'd be like, hey, look at me, I've got this cool, unique thing, but they were actually selling it there. They were selling the CD and the vinyl, like, at the actual location, which was cool. And I would talk and yammer on longer like I normally do, but I'm back in Wellington now, and yeah, I have to get ready for CubaDupa. But first, this is kind of just what happened last night and this morning. Behold. Hello, Gingy. Oh, did you wake up for like 5 seconds? Oh no, you're going to have a little wash and then go back to sleep, no doubt, yeah, for sure. Look at that, it's a sunny day. I like my cold weather. Oh, there's Dad doing random outside stuff. You gonna be all good, Gingy? You gonna miss me? I'm gonna miss you. Bless you! Not a bad night away. Got some new bowls. Yikes. Got some stickers. Got a signed album. And most excitingly of all, got an awesome vegan Easter egg. Woo! So obviously, got the photo with Kaylee Bell. uploaded a couple of videos to YouTube, and then woke up and like tried to look through some of the old boxes of toys that my parents had kept from my childhood, and in amongst all the Transformers and But Ugly Martians and Ninja Turtles, I found a lot of my classic Lego, which was very cool. So I'm excited about that because, well, 2024 is pretty much the year of me getting back into Lego for the first time in well over a decade. But anyway, had to say goodbye to the cat, goodbye to the bro, goodbye to the dad. Bye, Gingy. Love you. Bye, bro. Love you. The time has come for me to leave Palmy. My bus is here. My mum is there. My bags are still in the boot. I think, Mum, you forgot me. And then I took the bus from Palmerston North to Wellington. Nice and cruisy bus. The aircon was actually working for a change. And yes, now I'm going to brave the crowds of my first ever CubaDupa to see Foley. So before I wrap this video up, here's just a couple of fun clips of Foley, a band who, if you've viewed my channel at all in the last couple of years, you will have heard me mention many times. They're a Kiwi pop duo that make some of the best darn music you've ever heard, and they've got an incredible touring bassist and drummer, and it's just going to be a fun time. But yeah, I've never been to a CubaDupa before, so this is going to be kind of scary, you know? Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. But I know it's going to be a fun night. So, one last time, without any more further ado, Foley, live in Wellington, 2024. Hold on, new Doctor Who trailer just dropped.
Life is colder without you.
Oh my goodness. It's just before midnight. I'm showered and in my pajamas, ready for bed. But, wow. That was so good. I'm experiencing a serotonin overload. Foley are everything. Truly, like, the best pop duo in New Zealand. Like, they are so good. I had so much fun. Like, it was incredible. It was incredible. My first CubaDupa, I suppose, even though I was only there literally just to see Foley. So yeah, I won't ramble off for ages because, you know, it's time for the video to end. But just know that, yeah, Foley were absolutely fantastic. Fabulous. I waited around for about an hour afterwards and got to catch up with them and get a nice little photo. So here's a cool photo of me with Foley. And that's the full band as well. So Ash, Gabe, and the touring members, Eli and Holly as well. That was just such a fabulous time. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Navy. Thank you, Kaylee Bell. Thank you, Ash, Gabe, Eli, Holly, Foley, the organisers of all the events and everything. It was just an absolutely fabulous time. Oh my gosh. And of course, thank you to my family, my folks, for pretty much shouting me like all of this because I'm broke. I mean it, absolutely broke. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, because I certainly did. That was so much fun. Oh, man. Navy, Kaylee Bell, Foley, all within, like, 24 hours. It was incredible. It was so much fun. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you next time.